Greetings, listeners. We are back once again in our favorite story, Romance of the Ship Kingdoms, and we are still deep in the midst of all of our players being separated and gone from each other. In this session, we will be joining with another person who's been transported to a different plane. We are now going to be catching up with the Seer. The Seer, the last time we saw you, you had landed specifically in the Shadowfell, the current home of the refugees and survivors from the Far Realm, correct?
That I did, dearie.
Yes. And because of this, you happen to meet an Aboleth who is going to take you to the tent to just get you because you just passed out. Get you some rest and relax. And sadly, there was nigh a sign of Lord Nibble.
No, there wasn't. As I'm coming out of my hibernation, as it were, I find my body to be mostly back to normal. I still have deer antlers on my head, and I'm a little bit taller now.
Okay, you're going to give me a perception roll, because I need you to see because your mind is just a buzz, because your head hurts like a mother. So it's really hard to get your concentration right now. Your head is just way too buzzing and just humming. So the only thing you hear at the moment is just like some buzzing. Your eyes are still focusing to the light. So I'll give you
moving
one
around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving around and trying to keep my eyes closed since my head is killing me, and I'm trying to feel what is near me.
Well, as you're feeling, this is perfect, because as I gave you another shot at perception, and this time you made the roll for it. And just as you feel something kind of slimy and bumpy in texture, a little gooey,
what exactly the area of this slimy, gooey, bumpy thing, and is it on my body?
Nope, you're touching someone's arm. And you hear that song you start to hear this song as your senses finally start to go in, and you see a frog just jamming on a sax.
What the hell did I drink this time?
The frog looks at you, the grungy looks at you, and it just keeps jamming.
I'm gonna ignore that for the moment, and I'm gonna see if I even have clothes on, because I don't think they have clothes that fit me properly.
Oh my, Seer. Let's just say you're in your birthday suit.
Not the first time, dearie.
And now the grungy is like standing on top of one of the beds, gurneys, and he's just jamming really hard, and now there's just a crowd forming, clapping with him. No one's noticing your nakedness, by the way.
Oh, I don't care if they do or not. I'm very proud of what I have to offer, dearie. However, it's not polite. So I get up and I summon some vines, and I quickly make myself some leather plant material pants and a shirt.
Okay.
If nothing else, it's very complimentary.
Oh my. So, alrighty, Seer. I like this. And as this strange grungy is reaching the end of his song, he does a backflip from the bed and lands right in front of you. And when he hits the crescendo of his song, he does a little bow to you.
And I give my polite bow back.
Well, hey, hello. The name's Boots McScoot McBoogie. And there's two things I came to do, and that was to protect you and to shake my booty.
And a marvelous booty shaking you have done, dearie.
Exactly.
However, to protect me from what?
Why, that's simple. To make sure that that piece of Thars doom that followed behind us into this zone doesn't come and get you, baby.
A piece of Thars doom?
Oh, yeah. You see, that funky cat, he split his soul in many pieces, honey. And with that, he was able to implant that into people in the other planes that agreed with the way he thinks. Oh, yeah. But you see, we think that's not too funky, and we didn't like that, so that's why we created the Order of the Solar Dragon, baby. And I'm the funkiest member on the patch, my good. See, I remember, honey, when Merlin brought you when you were just a wee little lad. You used to jam to my funky beats. You're
if you
a big
could
boy
refrain
now.
from talking about my father for the moment.
Oh.
But I understand what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
But what kind of weakling splits his soul into 7 pieces. Is he so scared that... Oh, he must know that there are plenty of people who want to kill him.
Oh, you right about that, honey, but it's also a way to try to escape Genova, baby.
Well, let's kick him back in.
Oh, yeah. I likes the way you think. And you see, we are quite in luck because we in the most funky of all zones, baby. Yeah.
Ooh.
Let me. Well, you see, right now, where we are inhabiting, this is a place by the name of Funkatron, baby.
Funkatron.
Yeah, that's right, Funkatron, the funkiest place in the known multiverse, baby.
Well, that sounds quite entertaining.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Let me go get those couple of funky friends that I have encountered on this very, very funky groove place. It's a aboleth and an ithalid by the name of Toejam and Earl. So let me go get them right now for you, baby.
While the Toad's off finding his friends, I'm going to have a look around.
Of course.
And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my fingers into the ground. And I'm going to do a reading of the planet I'm on.
I'm going to give you an investigation. So, dear listeners, the Seer just got a 22. They're going to know this planet inside out. And yeah, this is exactly what they described. Now, I don't know what the Seer really knows about music and dancing, but everywhere that you're seeing, it's just people grooving, moving, a big old concert going on, concerts at like every part of the planet, and just people shaking that ass. Like literally, there's many different parts to where you see there's people that got pieces of this strange cardboard-like substance on the ground, and they're dancing on top of it with like this weird box that's blasting music. It's as if they have a robot-like movements to their body.
This is my type of place, dearie.
Dear listeners, I'm going to remind you right now that this is my interpretation of the D&D universe. And yes, I made Shadowfell Funkatron, baby. This is the funkiest place in the known multiverse. Only the coolest, hippest cats can come here. For some reason, Merlin thought the Seer would easily be able to navigate Funkatron.
He's here on purpose.
Yep.
Well then, that's quite intriguing. I knew he was planning something.
Ed, actually, guess what? In your investigation, you find a very special box in the room.
Ooh.
Do you go to it?
Of course I do.
You see marked on it, Happy Birthday, and your true name, Love Dad.
Oh. I'm going to hesitate, dearie, but I'm going to slowly open it up.
Inside is a woolly hat that covers your head and has like a kangaroo symbol on the front, and it's red. And then you find this, what would be called, it looks like it tracks against the wind, and it's red, and it has a white stripes along the side, and there's a top and a bottom. And then you see in the bottom, and the last part is these really interesting shoes. Some might call it has like a high top to it. And it has like what looks like a check mark on the side. And it's red as well. My darling son, this should help you navigate where I have sent you. You're the only one I believe that could conquer this place and navigate it safely. I believe in you. Love, Dad.
Some internal conflict about this. However, it's better to be smart regardless of how I personally feel.
Seer feels conflicted, doesn't he?
I am very conflicted, dearie, and I don't quite like it.
You know what's going to make you really feel conflicted? This gives you advantage on every performance roll now. Daddy really helped you out.
And I do appreciate it, because I do need to do whatever I need to get back to Lord Nibbles. So, I will accept the help. I will put on these shoes and hat, even though they kind of clash with my skin. I am going to wear this with finesse, dearie!
Excellent. You don this just super... It's as if it was from a movie that some might say, like, dude, where's your car, dude? But it might remind someone of such said outfit that they wore, custom outfits that they wore in said film. So, continuing on. And, like, as you go outside, you just hear, like, you see a female ithalid, like, on the stands just singing, "Baby, if you want it." And I got it, and then 2 more ithalids all of a sudden magically appear, and they go, "Just bust a move!" And everyone's just dancing through the streets.
Oh, I'm dancing too.
Ah, The Seer, you are...
As I travel, I'm just dancing as I travel, dearie. I do love music, after all.
Ooh, until... Now I'm going to have you roll Constitution. Since it's not working for you, I got you taken care of.
Thank you. Oh,
Dear listeners, the Seer just rolled a nat 20. They easily resist when everyone just starts to hold their ears in panic as this terrible disco song starts to play.
And which disco song is that?
Dear listeners, this player thinks they got me, but I actually had this planned.
No, I was generally asking.
It's ABBA, Gimme, Gimme, Gimme.
Okay.
Everyone's just dropping, going, this isn't funky! It's awful! The Seer, now I'm going to have you roll performance, because there's only, deep in your heart of heart, the only way to conquer this terrible, terrible disco song playing is with busting a funky ass fucking move. Yeah, you beat it. You needed to get a 14. You rolled a 15 with your advantage.
Oh.
So, what dance move do you pull off?
The dance move I pull off is dubstep.
Oh, it's literally, you just see like some aboleths come out from the alleyways and you just hear a blah, 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 and they just start beatboxing the dubstep and you're just dancing along with it. And yes, some might say there's some kind of form of marionette, maybe robotic movements that the Seer is doing. And it finally...
Well, much do, especially when I'm talking, dearie.
And then it ends with one of the most iconic breakdancing moves known to man, the Angel Halo, which is a hands-free head spin. And the Seer, you just end everything just laying on the ground sideways, holding yourself up with your fist, laying naturally, and like fireworks explode behind you. And as just some dubstep takes over, you just hear a call 911 now.
It was worth it, dearie.
And like now everyone's just grinding and moving up against each other. They're just going with the beat. Now everyone's shirtless now and just really sweaty. And then
my shirt off too. I can't just not join in.
So now this is what I'm going to have you. I want to see if you catch this. You only hear trace. You don't hear the full conversation. You just hear the last bit. All you hear is a name. Disco Thulu.
Disco Thulu.
Yes.
Ooh, he sounds like a rather fun fella.
Now, we've been having a lot of fun, dear listeners, with this part, but the Seer, where would you like to go to? You, in your investigation, you found where the town hall of this area is, and this could give you a really better idea because you saw multiple different civilizations. You saw a giant kingdom that looks like it's populated by halflings, but everyone there is playing banjos. And then you saw in the mountains, there's like these rock gnomes, but they're all like headbanging and playing these strange musical instruments that look like an axe and a guitar put together. And they're just fucking banging their heads, and their hair is like 8 feet long, so it just swirls around as they're spinning their heads around. And there's giant flamethrowers shooting up in their performances. And then you see what looks like some form of elves, but they're dressed in like the outfit you're wearing, but they have like these strange golden chains. And you see them with like a mic, and they're doing these elaborate arm gestures as the only thing you can see is like people are like really grinding up against each other as they're listening to this music. It's as if they got a hip and a hop to them.
Well, I probably should be more smart about this and go to the town hall to get more information. But I'm tempted to go to the elves.
It's up to you. Remember, I do not
I know.
Go where I want. You go where you want.
Can I visit 2 places?
Pitch me on how you're going to do this.
Go to the town hall first, get information on what I need, and then go to the elves.
Yeah, you're not going to be hard locked at the city hall. So yeah, of course you can.
Alright, to the town hall I do.
Alrighty. So as you come in, this is when you finally notice Scoot McKenzie, and he's standing with what looks like, you see an aboleth, but he's not floating in the air like a normal aboleth. He's kind of standing up, and he has like the same style of sneakers you have, but his have what looks like a pumping mechanism on the lip of the shoe, as if he could pump them.
He has those shoes.
Yes, and this aboleth is red. and he has sunglasses on. He has a backwards hat on. And then the Ithla that's next to him is just wearing like these blue shorts, and he's really, really fat, and he's shirtless, and he just has the same kind of shoes as the red aboleth, and he just has sunglasses on as well. And this is when they go, yo, I'm Toejam and I'm Big Earl. Mm-hmm. And we're the representatives of Funkatron. That's right, baby. That's right, honey.
Oh, pleasure to meet you.
And then this one's Boots goes, these are the two most funkiest cats here on this planet, baby. And if you got any kind of questions about the area, please, you can just ask Mr. Toejam or Big Earl, and they'll be happy to answer any phone questions for you.
About this interesting sounding fellow, Disco Thulu.
They both recoil in horror. Ugh! Ugh! He is the scourge of our planet. He is the worshiper of and the bringer of such a foul music that no one can jam to. We can't find the rhythm to it. We don't understand how you dance to it. With his horrifyingly terrifying white suit that has this red collar that is pumped. Yes, everyone, Cthulhu is dressed as John Travolta from Saturday Night Fever. Oh my God. The sparkling drives you mad. His strange movements make your eyes bleed.
He sounds like a very tacky fellow.
And ever since he encountered this strange gentleman who called himself with a name with a T, he became even more powerful.
A name with a T?
Yes.
They sound like awful people. If not for the taste in music, absolutely for the taste in fashion, Derry.
Wait. Oh, hold on, everyone. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was looking at the wrong recording. I am so sorry, listeners. I thought something went wrong. So please continue, Sam. Honey, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. That is really, really fucking funny, though.
But yes, please do continue.
Well, they sound like awful people. What exactly have they been doing to the townsfolk's hill?
Turning them literally into disco zombies. Their clothes transform into this hideous outfit, and their faces drain of color. And yes, they just turn into the Thriller zombies. Yeah, every town that's been taken over, they've been stuck in the Thriller dance ever since.
Oh, this is a crime against fashion and music galore.
I mean, their choreography is impressive, but it's horrifying. And then when they chase you, they all just keep doing that dance.
Yeah, but even bad choreography, no matter how spot on it is, it's still bad choreography. At least have a sense of style, dearie.
And all we hear as they're chasing us is a...
Yeah, I'm absolutely going to have to stop this. Oh.
Do you have any other questions you would like to ask Toejam and Earl?
What is the best way that you found to stop the zombies? Or disrupt the music?
You mean to defeat Disco Thulu and stop the infection and cure everyone?
Yes.
You have to find the chords of each civilization and bringing the chords together and bringing them onto the sacred guitar and it's our prophecy that the mighty hero with their strumming will unite the music and save the day.
Real fast, I love this so much.
I know you do.
God damn it. Oh my
and they hand you the funky chord. It's a purple chord that gives off a glowing energy.
Oh, this is so pretty. I'll keep it very well safe.
And this is when they show you the picture of the legendary hero. The Seer, it's you standing on top of a mountain with a strange instrument that kind of looks like an axe combined with a lute. And you're strumming this instrument and this radiant rainbow of light is erupting from you.
Where the hell did you get that picture?
This is the prophecy.
Oh.
It's been around since the dawn of our time.
I was going to say, I've had some really bad blackouts, so not all the time I remember things clearly. But if this is a prophecy, I'm all for this, dearie.
But yes, you must go to the other lads and gain their chords and their trust, and then ascend the legendary Mount Rock. We call it Mount Presley. Only the king can ascend this rock. And as you grab the cord, you just hear this Oh. And that's when you finally notice this astral figure. He's wearing what would be the opposite to Disco Thulu. His outfit is just magnificent gems, and he has this red cape and this magnificent pontiff hair and bright sunglasses. You know, I've been waiting for someone pretty cool like you, honey.
Well, I always aim to please, dearie, however I can.
I was the former king, honey, before I was usurped by that foul Disco Thulu.
And what's your story with him?
He was to be the new king, but he didn't like the idea of everyone having their own separate groovy, funky time. Now I may be the king of rock and roll, and all of a sudden the guitar appears in his hands and he strums it. But I believe everyone has their own musical course.
And that I agree with.
And with that foul, evil, unchanged God, he's found a way to disrupt the day. And you gotta save everyone. Can you do that? And he says your true name. That's right, honey. I was a friend of your mama.
Really?
That's right. I was very good friends with Miss Trillium. I taught her all the ways of the groovy and funky druidic magic.
That explains her fashion style. Well, it's lovely to meet you.
It's been a long time, son. And let me tell you, I'm proud of what I see before me. You've done good.
I'm blushing. I will do my best to save people from this outlandish act and crime against music.
I believe in you. We always have. But most importantly, don't forget the funk.
I can't forget the funk.
And he dissipates. You have your mission this year.
Which is the closest village I gotta get to? Or which is the closest village to me?
Toejam and Earl tell you that it's actually the land of hip-hop, the land of rap, the land of beats, the land of the lyrical masters, the land of the hip-hop elves.
Perfect.
And if you wish to get that chord, you must speak to Missy Elliott. Everybody lose control. Everybody lose control. That's what you're just starting to hear off in the distance as you're going towards the elf land.
And that's exactly what I go to.
Is there anything you would like to discuss on your way or do? Because you have time. I'm not just going to fast forward to you getting there. I want you to enjoy where you are.
Oh, I'm just taking in the sights. And like I said, I'm dancing while I'm traveling.
Like, you notice that even the fauna, the plants, everything is moving to the beat. Everything has a musical aesthetic. Trees are in the shape of musical notes.
I'm also taking in the information of how the music changes as they travel. And how the people, how they dress in comparison to the music that they listen to as I travel. I'm taking in a lot of information.
So, best way to put it, where the aboleth, the beholders, the Ithlit are, It's as if you're around everyone dressing as if they're George Clinton, Parliament, that type of funk. Where you're heading to now, it's straight up rap. It's gold chain. It's the 80s rap. Gold chains, tracksuits, furry hats, and all that good stuff. Ghetto blasters.
Okay.
And as you get to the gate, this is when you are going to encounter the guard, and you just hear this, oh, biggie, 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 can't you see who the hell are these people right before me? And this really big-ass elf just appears before you. He's wearing like a black leather jacket with a white shirt. He's really, really large and wide, and he has a shaved head.
Oh my god.
He has a mic in his hand.
I tell him I'm the Seer.
I'm going to have you roll performance to try to... I'm not going to make you rap it, babe. I'm just...
Thank you, because I don't rap.
The Seer, you bust a fat lyrical. It's Biggie just backs up and goes, you got bars! Toejam and Big Earl's like, that's right, honey. This is the new potential king, baby. And they're like, wait, no way.
I'm the king and I need the string, dearie.
The beat stops. He drops his mic. You're going to need to speak to Missy. Take him to the chief. And like, as you're walking up, you just hear this bump, bump, bump. Yeah, it's 8 Mile, Lose Yourself. You're just hearing the beginning of Lose Yourself as you're walking towards the chief. Because you're going into a rap battle.
Oh, God.
So,
oh my god.
As you go in, that's when the beat hits the crescendo. Missy rolled in that one. She can't catch the beat with her lyrics, with her mouth. She's flubbing every line, and you steal the momentum. And granted, the first flow you bust out is okay. And Missy's like, okay, I see how this is going to be. And she comes back for one more time to try. Nope. She's still just in awe that you really put her in a place, even with just such a simple set of bars. And then you come in after that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Seer just rolled a nat 20. And she busts out the Eminem "Lose Yourself," the final part, when it's like, you better lose yourself. And like all of a sudden a massive crowd is there. They're going with it. The Seer's holding the mic out to them. They're bobbing their hands. And at the end of this massive moment, the Seer's just like, and you better lose the chord to me, and drops the mic in Missy's face.
Better lose the chord to me, dearie.
There we go. And she hands you what's like a zebra print cord to go with her fuzzy zebra print hat. And she hands it to you.
This is very fashionable. Oh, dearie, I'm having so much fun.
I'm
gonna stay for an encore.
All right. The Seer busts out with with a certain song. The lyrics that she's saying is that I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. It's like, hey, everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And they all follow that as you leave. Toejam and Earl are they're fucking doing the fucking C-step right behind you as they're following behind you. Where would you like to go off to next? Where you've heard is that there is exactly, you need to get 4 more chords. There is the land of the halflings. They love folk music. There's the land of the rock gnomes. Their music is heavy metal. There's the land of the humans. They play rock and roll. And then last and not least, there's the Dragonborns. Techno.
Ooh.
I'm going to let you know right now, you have enough time in this session. We're going to have enough time for 2 more.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go to the folk music halflings.
As you're heading towards their lands, the song that you start to hear coming from there is Little Monsters, Little Talks. And hold on, I will get the song for you so you can know exactly what's playing. Oh, Little Talk of Monsters and Men, sorry. This is the song that you start to hear.
Oh, okay.
And
it's a good thing I'm a master of the bagpipe, dearie.
And you're feeling it, you're loving it. But that's when Toejam and Earl are like, we gotta run! As the music is going, you're getting chased by disco zombies.
I use my vines, and I'm going to summon tree branches to wrap around the zombies.
Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm going to give you advantage on your athletics now. Oh, you've got a good head pacing. You guys are getting away. And as you get closer to the halflings, this is when the leader of the halflings comes out. She is done up in this very immaculate gown with her hair just flowing in the wind. And she has this like feathered mascara, like red look on the bottom half of her eyes and then blue on the top. And as she does the line of the song, it like blasts the disco zombies far off into the distance. And then she looks to you, extending her hand, and you feel a warmth. And then your steps start to match the song because you guys just feel comforted. And you're following the beat of the song to your steps.
Oh, I feel a lot more at home, dearie.
What would you like to do first? Because the guards look at you, and following the beat of the song, they give you a nod and a salute. And they say, you are the we recognize you. You're the prophesized one. And the door opens to the beat of the music. The leader is waiting for you at the center of town.
Well, in that case, I head to the center of the town.
Now, this one is not about being a rap battle. She needs to know that you can handle being around such other forms of music. You have to perform a duet with her for the rest of the song. So yes, the Seer is essentially going to have to do a duet for the song Little Talks. And as she starts to float you in the air, that's when I make you do your performance. And that's when we hear the Seer say, gone, gone, I watch you disappear. And then in response, you really inspired her because it's perfect. Like, you guys are literally perfectly timed as you're doing the song. You window hold my dream and listen to a word I say. And the entire town goes, hey! And then your last one, yeah, you dank it. You only needed to get a 10 and you got an 11. How does it look as you do the last part of the song with her? Because you guys are so perfectly in sync that your mouths are moving perfectly in sync. Everything, all your movements. And there's a glow building. How does the crescendo look?
Well, since I'm floating in L, I would be assuming she's floating there with me.
Yep, right in front of you.
We all are perfectly in sync in every physical way imaginable. With the glow building up, with the light dimming in and the glow, it looks like rainbows all shooting out in different areas. But the eye of the rainbows in the middle is the Seer and this lovely performance artist.
And as she does, the ground opens and this beautiful, like, brown straw-like colored chord floats in the air and floats right in front of you, waiting for you to accept it.
Oh, I happily accept it.
And everyone is just cheering you. Are you staying for another encore or are you heading out?
Oh, of course I'm going to stay for another encore. This is the music I grew up with, dearie.
Okay, well, this was a really easy roll. You only needed a 5. I just wanted to see how much you crushed it. You got a 9 overall. How does your encore performance look?
The more I sing, the more tree roots and flowers grow along the stage. And it's creating a scenery that's matching some of the lyrics with the moving vine parts. It's creating kind of like what's the word? Not a puppet, like a puppet master. Marionette.
A marionette?
Yeah.
Yes, that's much better.
With the vines, is putting on a show behind the Seer and the lovely lady as he's singing.
Oh my God. Everyone is just erupting, loving the show. The
flowers are glowing.
The halflings are clapping in perfectly in beat with you. Like, a few more members run up to join you. They have a banjo. There's a banjo. There's someone blowing into a jug. Someone's got the washboard. And it's just an amazing performance. And I'm going to say the song you play is it's by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. It's called Home.
Okay.
Do you know that song?
It sounds familiar.
Hold on. Dear listeners, allow me to help with this for Sam. Because I don't want to do the whole last bit until she knows exactly what song I'm talking about.
I'm watching it now.
Of course. And as you are breaking into the final part, that's when you just say, Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa. And then she responds with, not that the way I love you. And then just everyone just keeps going with the song as you are exited out of the Halfling Kingdom. Now, where would you like to go for the final part of the session? You have a choice between classic rock, heavy metal, and techno.
I think I'll switch it up to heavy metal.
Oh! All along the road that you're going on, flamethrowers are bursting up because this is the song that you are being greeted to. And you just hear, far off in the distance, I push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only way. Yep. And you just see, and there's just gnomes in the trees and everything, and they're just playing along with it. Just fucking making it rock.
Well, it's a good thing I have long hair, dearie.
It's like, how does the Seer respond to this when it really rears up? And everyone's just fucking banging their heads.
I do the exact same thing. Except my hair was marvelous and long and green. I bang my head, I stomp my feet, and I scream.
No, but yes, what do you scream?
I scream to the song.
So,
because I do know the song.
I was going to have the guards stop you, but because you're screaming with the song, they're just, and they just go along with you until finally it's at the chorus, and they're like, you must be the prophesized one. You must be here to see our chieftress, fucking Miss Taylor.
That I am, dearie.
She'll be waiting in the hut for you.
Very well.
As you're getting closer, you just hear the guitars, everything going more and more in tune. And this time, you're probably wondering, where do you get the guitar for all this? That's where the body of the guitar is waiting for you. As this, what looks like a female gnome with her hair in the air, has her hair like gelled up and it's red, and she has spiked bracelets. She has spiked bracelets on, black mascara going down her eyes, and she's just fucking going hard.
Well, ain't you a Cypher So Eyes?
She points at the guitar and says, you gotta really prove yourself now if you want to be able to complete this. The string, the chords are reacting to the body. This was definitely what was owned by the king. And you just hear off in the distance, oh, as you look upon the guitar. Well, the body of it. Do you hold the chords to the guitar?
Of course I do.
They float towards the guitar and merge with it. Right now, this is just a 4-stringer, but it floats to your arms and it feels right.
And then I start rocking out to Before I Forget.
Oh, Taylor is mystified by what she's seeing, and she's barely trying to keep up. Oh, God, and now for you. Oh, it's close. What do you say as you look at Taylor to prove that you are the true king? Okay, yeah, David.
Hang on. The devil and I is what I say. The devil and I is going to save this world, which is also a song title.
Well, dear listeners, for the last time, I had to see her roll this performance in persuasion with advantage. They rolled a nat 20. The Seer, how does it look as you take control of everything, as like your strumming knocks her off her feet? How does the end of this look?
Oh, I have a very special theme for this, Derry. The
Go
more
for it.
I strum, the more I'm banging my head. And with that, my flesh begins to melt off my face and body. And she is going to see bits of skeleton underneath my skin and my glowing red eyes.
Oh.
And when I'm done, she's going to see a much smaller version of the Great Horned Beast. But with pants this time, because she's a lady.
And as it keeps going, Taylor's guitar explodes, and then there's a blood red chord that floats up to you and merges with the guitar as it gets the 5th string. And take it away for the last scene, for the last bit of this.
The last scene, give me 1 second, because I have an idea for this one.
All right?
Okay.
Because now I'm going to go into the final outside of scenes that are going to happen as we close this out, listeners.
I'm going to jam out to Disturbed, Down with the Sickness.
Oh!
And there will be flames every time I go, what?
Yes, as you do the ooh, ah, everyone just jumps in the air and all the flamethrowers erupt. In what color flame?
Oh, blood red, Theory.
And
black.
And as we zoom out of the rock gnome kingdom, and as we hear the come on, get down with the sickness, we finally go out far away, deep away into a misty land where we hear this song playing right now. We hear Grease by Frankie Valli. And as it's zooming into the area, we see zooming in what looks like a car from the 50s, and coming out of it in the outfit that I described, except when he comes out, his hair is just in an immaculate afro, just perfect, and then tentacles coming down his face. We see the horror that is Disco Thulu, and he stares out into the distance and says, "Ow, another king may try to rise, but no one will ever defeat Disco Thulu." And dear listeners, in the next exciting session for the Seer, we will see the Seer get the remaining chords and the take on Disco Thulu. I hope you're ready for this one, dear listeners, and goodbye.